Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Golden Bears kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another cut.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Barco. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. How much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're...
Makes a grab and room to run. Past the 50. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This is a designed run.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. It's Barco. Out wide right, it's Wheaton. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Got enough for the first down. Guys, he's already got 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. Spins away from the defender. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw one first. Escapes the pressure to his right.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Wheaton. Oh, he's got some space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Going to the run, it's Hill. Plows through the defense. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Catch in the middle, it's Watt. Got him right there. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's got the tight end. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he gets it away. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Makes the grab in their space. Pass to 50. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watt. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd and long here. Looking for running room. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Hand it to the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Miles. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Wheaton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quick give. It's Hill.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Comes down, it's Wheaton.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Move to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking downfield, it's Barco. Takes a shot at the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try it over the left side. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Red Evan on the RPO. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. And it's the Jayhawks able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting getting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more head.
But, and he's got room. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet. It's Miles. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Right side, it's Gay. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. The second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Barco. Right down the middle. Holds on, it's Wheaton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Rashad Downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the gun, it's Hill. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab down the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the red zone, it's Hill. Maybe touchdown, Longhorn! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Miles. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he
unloads it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get...
Makes the grab past the marker, and he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up first down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All wideouts, no backs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Running inside. It's Hill. Got the first down. Got some room to run. The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the... to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. To throw, it's Miles. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down set.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Not a lot of room to field this one.